Hello everyone, and welcome back to Victoria 3. We are playing as Austria still, and we do have dreams of unifying Germany eventually, but before that we are going to have to do something about radicalization. We did recently pass a law closing borders, which has gotten rid of some political radicals, which is pretty nice. We were up all the way at 13 million, and now it's down at 10.9, but we cannot rest on our laurels, and we are trying to increase a couple other things to try and deal with that. So we're attempting soon to pass Home Affairs. I want secret police. Not exactly great, but it would be better to have guaranteed liberties, but I'm not sure. So the intelligentsia would support that. That'd be pretty nice. So let's see. Minus 10% political movement, radicalism. That just does standard of living. The political movement radicalism is something that we do need to crack down on. So secret police might have their time and place, and I think it would be right now. And then eventually we'll go toward guaranteed liberties later on in the game. So yeah, that did cause a little bit of a jump, it looks like. Kind of hard to tell. Let's take a look here. Standard of living is becoming an issue again as we've stopped increasing it directly, but that should go up as soon as we're building some of these fishing wharves. And we could take a look at just getting some ranches and getting people moved off of subsistence. So, let's see, we could do livestock, we could do some rye farms, grain and liquor, so let's do that. Let's get people moved off of subsistence in Brandenburg, and Silesia, and West Galicia. Wheat farms, grain and wine. Yeah, let's get more wine. So, we're just going to be building bunch of plantations to make everyone happy, to bring people up out of being peasants, and, well, I don't know if it's out of being peasants, out of being subsistence farmers, and also boost our wine production like crazy if we can, which I think is a little bit more valuable than livestock ranches. I mean, fertilizer's nice, fabric is nice, maybe we should kind of split the difference a little bit, so let's go to livestock for the rest of it. And this is sort of the nation building type stuff that we have to do, unfortunately, in addition to the sheer economic, well, production grind, I guess you could call it. Sometimes production capacity doesn't matter if everyone hates you. So we're still getting away from everyone hating us. There has been a small increase in loyalists, and I'm hoping that this is a trend we can continue. We will also need to increase our armies soon, as I imagine our rivals are going to be doing the same. We're about on par in terms of size right now. Prussia's been just absolutely obliterated. But two Sicilies could well unify Italy soon, and could become a major competitor. So we'll have to keep an eye out there. It might be wise to intervene against them should they try to unify that. I love this. This is absolutely taking off, and it's great. South Cameroon could be really profitable for us later on, especially presenting, all of the access here to the inner part of Africa. And let's see, do we have more resources available? No. Interesting. I kind of expected some more. We could do a couple more colonies, including inland here in Congo. Yeah, let's start one there. You know what? I don't think down here is as much of a priority. Let's keep everything unified if we can. So this will need a port and a rail to get going. But if we can solidify this whole chunk of coastline, that would, one, be very aesthetically pleasing, and two, probably be easier to maintain control of should it come to war or some sort of political maneuvering around that state. Which, I mean, there's a definite perk to that, so that's pretty nice. We've been waffling around profitability here. As soon as we have enough, I do want to decrease our taxes again. Is there... let's see. Yeah, I'm not taxing that. Not taxing liquor. I'm not taxing groceries. We could tax luxury clothes and wine and decrease our other generic taxes. That might be a good idea. It would be kind of screwing our upper classes, but I think that's okay because we just need to decrease radicalism for everybody right now. So in order to do that, let's go ahead and, well, let's just see what it does. So we're promoting national values, but we're going to have to curtail that, so let's get rid of that in Bohemia and Venice. And then come over here and let's look at consumption taxes. So that's going to be most profitable ones that are the upper class are going to be luxury clothes, and you know, let's do porcelain. And then drop that. Negative 41. So that is not working out. Possibly should not have done this. Let's see if it reflects differences, and yeah, okay, there it is. So it took a little bit of time to sort of balance out the economy after that change, and yeah, we're losing money, but we're also no longer getting plus 25% radicals from cost of living, as well as negative 5 legitimacy, which could be worth it, maybe not. Yeah, no, that's... we just don't have the strength in our economy to pull that off right now. Wood's way too expensive, we should probably do something about that. So resources, logging camps, and build a couple in Transylvania. Low market access, Austrian Congo, that's okay, we're working on it. Fingers crossed we might be okay here. We are getting more loyalists as well. Should be even more with the changes in taxes. One would imagine anyway. But maybe we can balance this out soon. 762 bureaucracy. Okay. But we have adopted Tier 3 colonial affairs. And I think... Okay, so we are projecting a bureaucratic shortfall. But it shouldn't be a big one. Secret police will of course drive that down as well. So despite all the new technologies that we have going for us to increase our bureaucracy, we're still pushing it just because of how many institutions we're trying to get through to help people out. So people want me to restore migration controls and property to women. You can't please everybody, can you? Because people were pushing for us to undo those. Now they're pushing for us to put them back. I guess such is the way of politics. Looks like, is the US losing? That's hilarious. Let's take a look. Mexico, US, strong Mexico. So maybe the US could reasonably lose. We'll have to keep an eye on it, that's for sure. Let's see, severe malaria. It's kind of frustrating. We don't have the space to focus research on colonialism any more than we already have, unfortunately. But celebs are going to be finished soon. Ironman's interesting. Probably not going to do that. We could benefit from some dye plantations, coffee. I think that should be fine. 7 more days until we expand once again. Once this is finished, we might want to consider Papua. I think New Guinea is a reasonable opportunity for us. Let's take a look at declared interests. Yeah, so I like the work in La Plata as well. I think that could be pretty good for us. And secret police is not going to pass. Probably will have to trade either some money or some authority or other sorts of things for it. But, you know, I think this is more stable than we were, that's for sure. Losing 3 million radicals, well, 2.5 million radicals is pretty nice. And let's see. Political demands, discrimination, building, standard of living. But yeah, so this is the benefit of having those policemen who are giving us negative 25% radicals from standard of living decreases. And if we were able to drop this even more, we'd be able to provide even further negatives to radicals from standard of living. So hey, I mean, that could be a good thing. Grocers also are increasing the standard of living, which is nice, and we should be solving our military goods shortage soon, which is good. Okay, so psychiatry, the bureaucracy population cost modifier might be able to save us from needing more bureaucracy buildings. Let's go to society and take a look. Realism, I don't really care about prestige right now. Not really, we're already a great power, which means that's largely fine. We're also getting organized sports anyway, which does give us something. Maybe we should go to steel frame buildings. Probably overwhelm our economy a little bit, but it would speed up construction, which would be nice. On the other hand, civilizing mission, you know, I don't think that's really worth it. Take a look at production. We're getting passively fractional distillation. Dynamite could be good. We do need the resource discovery chance. I think that might be worthwhile. And yeah, so dynamite and steam donkey are definitely high priorities. It's just a matter of if we want the building sectors first. Let's see. So, coal and iron, mines. This is all mining. But if we do steel frame buildings, we'll need steel plants. So, let's just do the building. I think it'll be good to get our construction rate up a little bit more. And if we drop, our total number of construction sectors and get the same amount of slots with higher throughput, so much the better. So, it's a more effective, more efficient system, right? So, secret police, people with concerns about their privacy, plus 10% enactment chance, minus 15 time, and screw the intelligentsia. So, that works for me. Armed forces approval will actually help us with secret police as well. And then, yeah, I don't care about Prussia. Let's go ahead and make these guys happy. Because all of the clout for the military right now is translating directly into success chance for the secret police institution. So we want that. We definitely want that. Quite a lot. And we're just on the hairy edge of turning a profit. So that's good. And radicals are still decreasing, but so are loyalists. Oh no, actually just got an uptick there. Nice. Okay, so let's take a look at laws, and still pretty far away from changing our citizenship laws, unfortunately. But geez, I don't even want to. Do I even want to see what ethno-state would mean? Primary culture only, as opposed to shares cultural trait. Okay, it's not as bad as I was afraid of. Apologies, I do have to sneeze here. Oh. I'll see if I can remember to cut that out, but I've been doing a fair amount of recording all at once, so my apologies if I miss it. In terms of our institutions now, we are up to level 2 education. We are soon to be up to... Why is health system taking so long? Huh. Is this... Oh. Yeah. So the growth is halting until we get more bureaucracy. I hate it when it does that. So, let's get more bureaucracy, I guess. Let's do Central Hungary, and let's do 3 of them. And we need to follow that up with a paper mill. So what does this take, anyway? Wood tools, cold dye. Fine, let's do that, and that's probably where our shortage of tools is coming from, so let's get a couple more tooling factories as well. Slows down a little bit the plantations, the rye farms, and everything like that, but that is next on the docket, which should bring people all over Austria out of poverty just a little bit. Which is, hey, that's a good thing, right? That's what we're supposed to be doing as responsible government people. So, no, we're not going to be supporting Switzerland. Deal with your own problems. Bohemia, Southern Transylvania need rail. So let's go ahead and do that. That's Bohemia, and that's Southern Transylvania. And this is completely filling out our current production queue. So, let's see. Will these be enough? We should get more... Yeah, we get 65 bureaucracy now per government administration buildings. This is well over 150. I imagine that should be enough. The other thing we can do is we can go like this. That should recalculate. It's not. Interesting. Yeah, that's huge. There's so much government. So much government. The libertarian bones in my body are just squealing right now because of the sheer amounts of government going on. Never a good thing. Okay, so our population growth is getting a little bit higher. Good. That should be in part from the disallowed migrations and also in part from the health system. It'd be nice to get it up to level 4. I think it's some small amounts, like this is rounding error. It's not 0 to 0 to 0. It's like point something, and then finally rounding to 1. So it might even be 0.2. No, it should. Well, if it's 0.2, then this would be 0.2, 0.4, 0.6. You'd expect 0.6 to round up to 1, so I don't think it is. I don't know. It'd be nice if it told me that, but well, maybe it will. Let's hover over. Negative 0%. Nope, it's just, negative 0. That's a great percentage change. Not really. Okay, let's take a look at the colonies. So this one's still growing inland, which is very nice. We're going into Fung now, which is good. And how are we doing in South America? Is La Plata finished? No, it's not. So it is expanding in automatically, which is pretty good. And let's take a look. So I don't want to start colonies in either of those places. We could go to New Guinea now. I kind of want to wait, because every new colony we make splits the colonial investment, and I want to fight over as much of Chile as I can for free, basically, before Chile itself takes it. And right now we're outpacing them, so we should be able to grab a fair amount of South America without having to fight or squabble. Another thing, by the way, about if we can decrease the amount of radicals, which has increased it a little bit, it looks like, but if we can keep decreasing the amount of radicals, we'll also get better tax throughput, which will definitely help us out. And it looks like Austria's recovering a little, South Tyrol is recovering a little, as well as Brandenburg, maybe, which is good. I wonder why it's those three states in particular. Do we have buildings there that do this? No, because this is just, I mean, there's not much in South Tyrol. Maybe that's part of why. Maybe they don't have much to complain about. Fair enough. Alright, well, I think with that autosave, that'll be it for today. So thank you all for hanging around, and we'll see you again real soon.